I love to watch American Idol. I absolutely love it. Not towards the end when they've ferreted out all the raunchy singers, but no. I like to watch the early auditions. You know what I'm talking about? The ones who think they can sing and they get up there with a microphone and they sound like a walrus or a bullfrog. They are absolutely horrendous. And my favorite person to be on that show was cool as ice Simon Cowell, because he would tell it like it is. He would sit there like this, and it would come to him, and he would just look at them. He would not blink, and he would say something like that. You quite possibly have the very worst voice in all of the United States. And they would get indignant. They would get angry. I show him I'm going to go on to be a Bette Midler, or I'm going to be the next Elvis. But you know, the thing of it was, he was right. He was right. He was right. He was right. And I would listen. I said, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They are horrible. You know, you always think you sound good when you hear your voice going out. That's why the Bee Gees used to sing like this. You ever notice? I'm staying alive. Because it was their reverb. Or if you want to know what you really sound like, J-Man, stick your finger in your ear. And that's the true phonetic sound of your voice. You can hear your voice. I would just look at these people and I said, oh, to God, that you only had a real friend, an honest friend, before you made an absolute fool of yourself in front of the entire United States of America. That somebody would be a friend enough to you and say, dude, you can't sing a lick. Don't dare go on that show. A friend. What is a friend? What is a friend? I wonder if you got one. A friend is somebody who's first and foremost truthful with you. He's honest. He will tell you the truth about yourself. He's not afraid of you. I got to counsel with somebody tomorrow. You know what I said to this person? I'm not afraid of you. I will tell you the truth about yourself. Oh, I'm not coming at this one with, no, no, no. Speak the truth in love with a tenderness, but do tell them the truth. A friend. Oh, to God, that I had somebody this forthright, this honest with me, the mistakes that I would have saved, the regrets that I would have. A friend is somebody who holds a mirror up to your face. He's not afraid of you. Why a mirror? Because a mirror is the most honest thing I know. This is the most honest thing in the entire earth. A mirror don't lie. It tells you like it is. What you see is what you get. It points out, oh, your cute little dimples. Points out the blemishes and the foibles, but it's honest. It's incapable of a lie. A mirror, the most honest thing I know on the earth. It tells you like it is. Oh, to God, that we had more mirrors in our life. People don't want to tickle our ears. Tell us what we think we want to hear. Blow kisses at us. Tell us we look nice when we look ridiculous. Tell us, yeah, you're a good singer. I want a mirror in my life. That's what I try to do here at the chapel. Maybe that's why there's so few people here. I try to do here at the chapel. I try to keep it real. I try to be brutally honest here. I'm warning you, I'm going to tell it like it is. You still got time to leave. I haven't even begun my message. And with all the earnestness I possess, God knows I'm telling the truth. Never do I see myself as someone who has arisen. I I spent a lot of time in Europe, and in Europe they have what's called wine glass pulpits, where the lofty preacher would climb a spiral staircase to an elevated, lifted up pulpit, and there he would ascend and look down on all of the subjects. He is above them! Let me make it abundantly clear here tonight. I am above nobody. And you know what? And I'm not trying to sound like some working class hero. I'm really not. I'm really not. I can't stand these preachers, and I've heard more preachers than you ever will, who step up to the pulpit like, I mean, Jesus didn't come off like that. He was approachable. He step up, and I sit there and look at that guy, and I listen to him. I ain't never going to be like him. What am I even doing here? I mean, it was the brother of Jesus who said, for we all stumble, sin, and fail in many ways. Ain't them well? All of us! There's none of us infallible. No one is perfect. All men are sinners. All men are liars. Let God be true and every man a liar. Amen. Amen. I can't stand these guys. They step up like a peacock. Like walk to the pulpit like a stinking peacock or something. Their chest out, their feathers. See, I know these guys. I know more of these guys than you ever will. Let me tell you. There's enough sin to go around, honey. I slept in the same bed with some of these people there. There's enough sin to go around. We're all in this together. I don't let people call me pastor. And please, I'm not trying to, and by this, I'm not being proud of my humility. Do you understand? Like, oh, I'm so humble. No. That's another, enough to gag a maggot. But there's something about it. What would it say about Jesus in Isaiah 50? He had no form or comeliness, meaning he didn't walk around like the Pharisees or the scribes. You could have picked him out of a crowd. He'd have been sitting there just, hanging out with the boys at the fire, cleaning fish, messing around. You couldn't have picked him out of, he just looked average. There was no robe, no sky blue robe like the Pharisees and the Sadducees were, the phylacteries, the yarmulkes. No. And thou shalt call his name Jesus. You have to call the King of Kings by his first name, and they got to put a title in front of mine? Good. My name's Denny, and I can't stand when preachers come off like, maybe someday you will obtain to be my water boy. No. We're all in this together, and we're all sinners. Please, I'm not trying to be proud of my humility. It's the way it is. We're all in this together. We're all just trying to make it through together. I'm going to preach tonight. You're not. So I'm not better. I'm not above any. This just happens to be my job. I also washed the toilets tonight before you came. It doesn't matter. I'm not proud of that either. Just need it done. You do it. Last week I asked two questions. I said, did you like your 2010? 365 days, 2010. And most of us, one guy brought it up, no. And he said, I followed it up with another question. I said, do you like where you're at in life? And no, we're being, again, transparent and painfully real.